So here we are in question number 95, and we want to factor out this expression that contains algebraic terms where our exponents are fractional and negative. So the first thing that we always do is do the greatest common factor, which in this case it's going to be, well, x for sure, because that's common for both terms. 4 is also common for both terms. 4 goes into the coefficient here, and it also goes into the coefficient here for 8. So 4x, and then in terms of our exponent, we always pick the smallest exponent, which in this case is, negative 2/3. Negative 2/3 is smaller than positive 1/3. So that's our greatest common factor. So that's the first step, is getting out the greatest common factor. The second step is to take that greatest common factor and parse it out of the original expression. So 4x to the negative 2/3 times what is going to give us 4x to the negative 2/3? That's going to be 1. And then 4x times what will give us 8x to the 1/3, positive. So that for sure will be 2, and then we have x, and then we just have to find out what our exponent is going to be here so that we get 1/3. Now remember what I said before, when you're multiplying terms, you're going to add the exponents to get our final exponent. I'm putting it over 3 because when we're adding, our denominators have to be the same. So now we find out that negative 2 plus what number is going to give us 1, and that's going to be 3. Negative 2 plus 3 does give us positive 1. So our exponent for right here, and my box is a little bit small for me to put that in, but my exponent will be 3/3. And if I wanted to double check that, I would take 4x to the negative 2/3. This is my check. So this is like my scrap paper side. 4x to the negative 2/3 times 2x to the power of 3/3. That's going to give me 4 times 2 gives me 8x, and then it's negative 2/3 plus 3/3 is going to be 1/3. And so my answer is 8x to the 1/3. So that, so far, factoring works for that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify that to the power of 1, and I'll get 1 plus 2x, 4x to the negative 2/3. And then to simplify this further, x to the negative 2/3 is the same as saying putting everything over x to the power of positive 2/3, because we like to get rid of any negative exponents, and that's going to leave me with 4 in the answer, 1 plus 2x. And this is the final answer to that question. So I did need to put this in the denominator and make the exponent positive, but everything else stays on top for that answer. So that's number 95. Next up is number 97.